the Bengals in Cincinnati. Um, I do think the Bills lose this game. I think the thing with the Bills is that they've been very inconsistent this year. I think that, you do have, Kyrie Elam is out unfortunately, and then, or I mean, is on IR, and then AJ Klein and Balin Spector, but overall a very, very healthy team. And then you have some, Joe Mixon being the most troubling here, to be honest with you, who's questionable. And, but otherwise you have a game where it's like, who is really going to put a stop, in my opinion, to Stephon Diggs on the Cincinnati defense? They are obviously without Jesse Bates from last year. They obviously, have kind of a defense that's they're pretty good in my opinion. A lot of good guys. You know, Cam Taylor Britt and Shidobi Awuzie are pretty good corners. But not the best. I wonder if they're going to be able to really get after Josh Allen. To be honest with you, with this line that they have. Obviously, they have Logan Wilson, who is an incredible linebacker. And is going to be able to probably limit the running game, and maybe they spy him on Allen or whatever else, but you also have, James Cook, who's having a great year with just over 100 carries and 486 yards. And I mean, even with Mixon mained up, he really isn't the focal point, and I think that they if he plays, I mean, he's going to be a go to be near 100%. But I think that it's gonna be I think it's just gonna be hard, for Cincinnati to compete with the Bills if it's the Bills that are on a good day. Obviously, recently losing to the New England, soundly winning against Tampa Bay, limiting their points, and, then of course, competing with a tough Jacksonville team, a month ago, nearly a month ago. And the Bengals, obviously, they kind of are coming into their own. I don't like betting against Joe Burrow, to be honest with you, which is just probably another reason why, they came off a good win against San Fran, really limiting San Fran, having also beaten Seattle, who's been very sound. And, even the Rams, when they were seemingly struggling, and the Rams were doing really well early in the season. But I think that the Bengals are finally coming into their own. But I still don't think that they're really gonna be able to beat the Bills, and I'm not gonna get bet against a Bills team on their good day because they are as good as any team in the NFL. I will also say that they obviously, they shored up their cornerback situation where they went out and they got Rasul Douglas. Obviously Taron Johnson is the other guy on the other side of the ball, but I think that Rasul Douglas does really, really, really help. He does really, really help this secondary because they play a very gritty and stingy type of defense, which is what I think Russell Douglas was kind of meant for. Taller guy, bigger corner, very lengthy. And him and Teron Johnson are going to be playing very scrappy football with this team. I'm sad that he's gone, but I think that, they really kind of shored up. And then you also have Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau, and this team just ultimately has probably a better defense as well over the Bengals. The Bengals, the problem that I have with them is that they really haven't solidified their defense, albeit they're a very scrappy defense and they're very well coached. But they just don't have that star talent, I feel like, to push them over the top in order to get after QBs and, make them either rush throws or not be able to throw, or have to escape out of the pocket, So I'm going with the Bills, and I'm gonna go with them by 7 points, to be honest with you, because I think that they really do need to kind of prove that they can win this game. And I think that they are itching to get back into first in their division with, the Jets scraping behind them and then Miami only really ahead of a game. So and I mean, looking at this team, their points, have been really good, even though they've been banged up, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to go, with Buffalo. And like I said, I'm going to go with them by 7 because I think that they just have too many guys on their team that are going for them. So yeah, Buffalo by 7 over the Bengals.